Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Let your plans be dark and as impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. Even the finest sword, plunged into salt water, will eventually rust. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms, or fights not at all. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. It is more important to outthink your enemy than to outfight him. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. Who does not know the evils of war, cannot appreciate its benefits. In battle, there are not more than two methods of attack, the direct and the indirect. Yet these two in combination give rise to an endless series of maneuvers. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy, do what is great while it is small. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. When the outlook is bright, bring it before their eyes, but tell them nothing when the situation is gloomy. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision, to the releasing of a trigger. When your army has crossed the border, you should burn your boats and bridges, in order to make it clear to everybody that you have no hankering after home. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you, this will diminish his enthusiasm. The peak efficiency of knowledge and strategy is to make conflict unnecessary. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Leadership is a matter of intelligence, trustworthiness, humaneness, courage, and sternness.